Stan, here we are for another video and another shout out for my old mate, Military Mad. Military Mad said to me the other day, Stan, do you have any strict tan East German camo pants? No, I said. And Mr. Military Mad said, you do now, because here's a pair for Ivan, the mannequin. The pockets on. I know it's a bad angle to do these. This is my only video of the week, probably. So thanks, Military Mad. As I did say to him in a message, Ivan can bugger off. I reckon I'll have these for as a go-to shed quarters wearing pair of pants. Problem is, these are M44. I can't make out the oh, I can see it now, the date. Just about. I'll have another look at that. I can work that out, the code. These are M44 and high-waisted, made for young people. Steal them at Stan. Can fasten the top button, but only just about. And if I bend over, there's a chance of the button ricocheting or on the headquarters. But we might have to go on a health kick. But thanks, Military Mad. You're a top bloke. It absolutely stinks up here of gunpowder, you know, from the, or whatever, yeah, I suppose it is gunpowder, isn't it? In those little caps going off. Well, they were a bit of fun. So this is about the Walther P38. This is an air pistol, and I'm going to read the blurb from this good book here, which is one of those Major Frederick Marriott CMC. If you can get this one on eBay, it's quite a good toilet book, bath book, lay in the bath and read about your favourite World War II or World War I firearms. So, the Walther P38, if you'd imagine this was a real one, which it isn't. The length, 8.4 inches, weight 34 ounces, barrel 5 inches, calibre 9mm, capacity 8. In the early 1930s, the Karl Walther Waffenfabrik developed two prototype military self-loading pistols, the models AP and HP. The AP was of the hammerless type and the HP an external hammer. And since the latter arrangement was considered preferable by the German military authorities, the final model was thus equipped. The new arm was easier to manufacture than the Luger or 8, and by 1943 the P38 had largely superseded the older weapon, although the Luger was still in extensive use at the end of World War II. The type of cartridge used in the P38 made it necessary to employ a locked breech. The lower part of the barrel incorporates a separate locking block, the lugs of which engage in recesses in the side when the pistol is ready to be fired. When a cartridge is fired, the barrel and slide recoil briefly together until the lugs are carried out of the slide and the barrel stops, allowing the slide to continue to the rear to cock the hammer. The slide then travels forward under the pressure of the recoil spring to continue the cycle by pushing another cartridge into the chamber. The only actions needed to fire the loaded pistol, therefore, are to push up the safety catch with the thumb and fire position, the position which is shown in the photograph, and press the trigger in the photograph. So, what's this then, if it isn't a deactivated pistol? So this is I realised on my channel, it had been deleted before, that so many replica air pistols had gone the journey. So this is a Walther P38. It says on there, Karl Walther Waffenfabrik, Ulm. This is the not the Denix, sorry, it isn't. It is the Umarex version. I have aged this ever so sympathetically, I think. Now I've also fiddled with the internals, nothing illegal. What I did was I put a CO2 bulb in here full of used air pellets, the lead. So this gives it a weight closer to the original P38, because these air gun replicas are slightly lighter and that just gives it a bit less of an echoey sound in here. Firing the Umarex Walther P38, for me personally, it's a bit of a notchy gun, misfire. I don't think they're the greatest. I think these air gun replicas, they are quite overpriced for what they are, but if you haven't got the ability to get hold of a replica, as in a Denix replica, these can be a good stand-in for display purposes. I don't think they take much mucking around with dry firing and stuff like that, unlike the Denixes, although they can be brittle. My Luger P08 Umarex is the barrel's loose. That just sits on display. It's not nothing. It's not good for anything else. You can't fire it. This you can still fire, although I haven't fired it for about 5 years. So how does it work? So it's in safe now. So that won't, the slide won't go back. As per the real one, cock it. It's got a shorter recoil. I don't think that's as per the original one. It has a slide release button there. Cock that forward, and there you go. In the original, I believe there was a little cut out at the top that had a loaded indicator. You could feel it with your thumb in the dark. Fixed sights, and this model is a blowback model. So every time that you pull the trigger, the CO2 will cock that back, and it will lock open after the last round. They are temperamental, I think, personally. And I've got the Luger, I've got the Webley Mark 6, but this, and I've got an MP40. They're the only replica air guns that I have. The Webley's probably the best, the Webley Mark 6, the most robust. These are made of like an alloy. This does field strip. I'm not going to do it now, but there's a takedown lever there, which does work, as you can see. And you can take the barrel down, strip it all apart. Turn this to the camera. It's obviously not, it's not loaded. You can see in there the smaller 0.177 barrel for the BBs that are coming in. And it does say on there caliber 4.5 or 177. It has not a fake, but there's the marks on there you might expect on a real one. See, I've aged this a little bit. I took a couple of photographs in a museum to see what one would look like that had been worn a little bit. They're actually quite high glossed, the ones I've seen in museums, so it's probably a fairly faithful representation. Lanyard ring there, or lanyard loop, and the magazine comes out like that. One of those single stack affairs to load the CO2 goes there. I'm not going to take it out because I do think, from memory, I snapped off one of the little plastic doofers in there, and I don't know if I glued it. But it's yeah, so it's more of it is a display item for plinking work. I'd rather use a break barrel air pistol, to be honest. These things, I don't think they're the greatest, but some people love them. Some people love them, and again, it's a personal preference. So one more time, we'll cock it. That's a nice feature to do that. Slide release, and then fire, and put it back in the safe, and put it back on a stand. So that's me. Oh, there, get there. That stands videos probably for the weekend. So yeah, that's it. And I will, of course, if you want to get that on eBay, it's not a bad book. I picked that up for a couple of quid. And also, did I get that from eBay? I might have got it from can't remember. I might have got it from a shop. And me strict tan pants from my old mate, Military Mad. So this is Stan, and I will, of course, see ya.